Hello everyone, this is Steven with SG Saber Design. Today I've got an UltimateWorks Ven Zallow. This was sent by Lewis to be upgraded. Let's call it that. He sent this. It has the stock install from UltimateWorks with their Proffie core. It had a Proffie 2.2 and he wanted a 3.9 in here. He didn't like the way it was programmed, so basically I swapped out a 2.2 for a 3.9 and wrote a completely new config file for him. And then he also wanted the crystal in here. It's kind of hard to see. It's in there. You'll see it better when it's lit. He wanted that to light separately. So I spent some time, took this whole thing apart, and getting to the actual pixel to rewire, just not going to happen. Just the way this is put together and everything, I just can't get to that. Can't really build a new chassis or upper section very easily and still reuse the way this multi-hinge door works, because anything I can print in is not going to have the strength that this nylon has. So what we decided to go with was a sub blade. So basically the pixel is wired in parallel with the emitter, which is actually right here. In this one, you've got your emitter right here. These are just see-through. There's no separate lights for these. The emitter lights those up really nicely. So you got that emitter, which is wired parallel with your crystal. Then there's also two LEDs. There's a blue one back there, and there's a white one kind of back behind or somewhere around the back of the crystal. And then the pixel for the crystal is, I believe, right above there. Then right below here, you've got your, I don't know, it's about a 15-pin connector that UltimateWorks uses. The wiring between here and here is not long enough for me to slide it down and get to it, and I can't justify cutting those wires because I cannot unscrew any of these parts. They are all very tight. I tried heating them up and they're still not loosening, so it would be very difficult to rewire without being able to remove those. So like I said, we went with a sub blade. So the pixel is now by itself, and when I say by itself, it's the first pixel or whatever LED on this string, which means that this one is on, and then one of the emitter lights will be on, or if you got the blade in, the first pixel in the blade will also light at the same time, doing the same thing the crystal does. So to kind of get around that, I mean, you're obviously going to have a little bit of see-through from these two, mostly this one because the first pixel is really close to here. You're going to have some see-through up here, some action up here because it's shining up. However, with the emitter down here, with a blade in, the first pixel is going to be somewhere right around here. So you've got quite a bit of space. You're probably going to see a little bit of a glow, but not a lot when you have a blade in. So we'll check that out shortly. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. So here is the new board. I went with a lime green to match the green of the Ven Zallow blade. So basically I just took the red one out and then spent about an hour picking out wads of hot glue. They basically fill the whole underside of this thing with hot glue, which is, I don't like that idea. But it's gone now. This is a little loose, but it's not going to be a problem. It does make it easier to get that card out. So let's go ahead and take a look. We've got the board. we've got an 8 pixel strip here. You've got an activation and a aux button right here, and kill switch right here.
Our time has come.
Lit up, and we've got the Ven Zallow blade font or sound font right first. So the way this goes in, if you've got this towards you, the Proffie board goes up, and it just clips in. And let me show you, we can already see we've got our crystals now pulsing. So you can kind of see it through this one, and this one's a bit brighter. And so if we turn it on, now you can see it's gone solid. These are on. And so what's happening now is this one is imitating the blade. So while the blade's going, it's going to look perfectly like a normal blade. And you can see those. There's a blue light back there that's kind of flashes. And then straight behind it, you can see the white light kind of flashing maybe. It's harder to see sometimes, but
Old Republic.
Master Windu.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
General Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
so you can see each one does kind of a heartbeat while the blade is off.
I know what I have to do.
And if you turn the blade on, just kind of a flicker, and it matches the blade style.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force.
Master Qui-Gon.
At last we will have our revenge. I claim this sword and
Rey Skywalker.
You were deceived.
Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Let's go ahead and put in a blade and take a look. On this one, our blade retention is right here in the front. And you can see there's that 1 pixel that's doing the same thing as the crystal. So on this one, this it does go through, but this one is not long enough to actually use as a blade retention, which is unfortunate because that'd be nice to just use a thumb screw. So let's go ahead and put in our blade. Tighten that up. And you can see with 1 pixel going, it's hard to see with the light, but you can see that there's some glow coming through. But now it looks just fine.
Old Master Windu.
You can see the shine through looks real nice on both of these. And yes, you can still see the crystal in there.
I'm a Jedi.
you are the bold one.
So Lewis sent me those first two, the Ven Zallow and the Old Republic, as separate sound fonts that he wanted on this one. And then the rest are just ones that came on the card that came with the board. So I just configured those to go with the rest of the blade styles here.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I know what I have to do.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided.
Master Qui-Gon.
First we will have...
I claim this sword and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Rey Skywalker.
You were deceived.
So, in addition to rewriting the config, I completely did all the defines, went with a lot more updated stuff than what was on the original config for this. I believe this was actually on a OS 6 config or an early 7. Did not have a lot of options configured, so I have twist on, twist off, all the FET 263 button controls. So your volume is,
Enter volume menu.
turn it up,
Volume. Maximum volume. Exit volume menu.
and this one is very loud. With everything put together, it is very loud if you go up to maximum volume.
Battery level 100%.
So you can check the battery level. There's a lot of different things. If you don't know how to do this, Lewis, just let me know. I will send you a link again. But otherwise, I mean, that's pretty much all I've done. When you're done, just flip your switch off, and you can see that everything stops blinking. And you're good to go. So, this is actually the second video I've made for this, and I'm going to delete the first one probably, because I have made some updates to what Lewis wanted from the first one I did. So if you saw that one and wonder why now it's something different, Lewis watched the video and decided he wanted something a little bit different, so that's what we did. So Lewis, hopefully this gets you where you want it to be. And if not, just let me know. Anyone else? Thank you for watching. If you have any sabers you'd like to have installed, or sabers that have problems that you think need to be fixed, please let me know. Send me a message at sgsaberdesign.etsy.com, and I do get back to pretty much every message I get there. Have a great day, everyone, and as always, may the force be with you.